Hey everybody, Jay Marino here, and welcome back. We're playing Enslavers Redux, created by OmegaWeapon. We're getting back to it now. We played the first mission of the second episode, the Protoss Dark Vengeance. Now we're on to Hung Jury. Let's go check it out. If I remember correctly, this is where Shezar shows up again. Big spoilers for a campaign that's been out for, 20 years. Stealth is sometimes the key to victory. Dark Templar are the masters at this. Use Zeratul abilities to bypass blockades and find ways to sabotage enemy defenses. Be wary of detectors, however. I know Enslavers Redux hasn't been out for 20 years. The original Dark Vengeance. Let's go. After landing on the ruined homeworld of Ire, Zeratul, along with Praetor Artanis and Executor Selendis, each separated to locate as many stranded Protoss as possible to bring back to the safety of now found on Shakuras. Zeratul personally led the rescue on 3 stasis cells of fallen heroes during the War on Ire. Meanwhile, Artanis and Selendis came across a stranded group of Protoss led by the renowned Templar Landronix. Unable to rescue them due to heavy Zerg presence, they made a grieving pact between themselves to never mention this to the Council, fearful that more lives could be lost. Of others wanting to mount their own expeditions in a doomed attempt at rescue, the two continued on to save those they could. Fighting through ravenous Zerg swarms without a master, Zeratul finally secured the cells ready to be transported. Suddenly, multiple unknown Dark Templar appeared from the shadows and destroyed 2 of the 3 stasis cells. Calling reinforcements quickly, the last cell was spared. The assassin leader refused to identify themselves or why they chose to commit murder against their own people. With no choice, Zeratul took them in as prisoners and returned to Shakuras, where they would stand trial with the Nerazim Council presiding. Welcome, my friend. I am Zeratul of the Nerazim, and we have returned to the last safe haven of our people, perhaps all Protoss as of late, Shakuras. You were badly wounded on Ire during the Zerg invasion, and placed in a stasis cell with the intention of surviving with a Dragoon. While we were able to recover your body, our shrine has been lost to us on Ire to construct new Dragoons, for you too have been placed in. However, we have devised a new model that may yet save our future fallen, the Immortal. My thanks is with you. My name is Eridus. As ever, I pledge myself to the service of Ire and her people, wherever they may reside. I regret that I was unable to defend Ire as I slept within my chamber. I can scarcely believe that our homeworld is lost to us, let alone the fact that we've sided with the outcast Dark Templar. Fate has been whimsical of late. The Dark Templar are no longer, nor have they been, our enemies. We are wrong to have judged them in the past, and it is long since time that we begin to pay for those actions. Zeratul has risked much to save and return you to safety. Show your respect where it is due, Templar. Calm yourself, Artanis. These are indeed strange times, Eridus. Stranger still that we must now judge our own brethren for seeking to undo the peace that we have recently achieved. Before you were recovered, several unknown Dark Templar attacked the stasis cells in which you and others slept. Yours was the only to survive. These rogue Nerazim know that their actions do not reflect those upon my people. Zeratul is correct, Eridus. I am Mohandar, elder of the Nerazim Council here on Shakuras. In time, you will learn much has been achieved between our two peoples. It is unfortunate that it took the destruction of Ire to allow such peace to occur. Mohandar, your presence in this matter is most welcome indeed. Yours as well, old friend. The Matriarch has sent me here to oversee the trial of these Rouge Nerazim, ooh la la, and attacked you on Ire. She regrets that she could not attend in person, but sentencing our own people is a task I do not believe is within hers to do. These Dark Templar attacked my stasis chamber on Ire. Why strike us when the Zerg have already consumed our homeworld? Who are they? That, Templar, is what we've been attempting to discern. How they came to be on Ire, for what purpose they so recklessly attacked defenseless Protoss, and who they're serving. All concern me greatly. Then let us proceed with the trial, Zeratul. We cannot waste time while another traitor is within our midst. I concur, young praetor. The trial shall commence, and we shall learn the identity of your assailants, Eridus. I will then be left to the judgment of the tribunal for the outcome. May the void embrace their fate. Rouge Dark Templar. They're just in some lovely satin robes with like a dark crimson red. Ooh, yeah. Alright, send me in. It's like an hour-long Protoss crime procedural now. Tribunal of the Protoss, ancient secure Shakuras Canyons. Oh, now that Rogue Nerazim, you and your 3 cohorts, have desecrated sacred stasis cells on Ire and murdered the fallen warriors which they housed. You have proven yourselves to be traitors against the Protoss. You will now be held accountable for your heinous crimes. You tell him, Zeratul. Crimes, Zeratul, are a matter of perspective. As far as we're concerned, killing highborn Templar is an act of righteous justice, handed down to us by the gods themselves. How have you come to learn my name? Who are you, brother? What purpose do you have for committing such an act? My name is Urazaj, and the justifications of my actions are no consequence to you. Let the masters of Ire feel what it's like to be hunted and driven from their homes. Let them suffer as we Nerazim have suffered at their hands. Still you cling to the old hatreds. We have moved past this, brother. The future of our entire race depends on us becoming unified once again. These traitorous actions It is you who are the traitor. You call yourself a Nerazim, yet you sit in judgment of our actions? Are we listening to the SNES Jurassic Park soundtrack right now? I alone shall not pass judgment. What has the tribunal determined? Look up Triceratops Trot. It's a banger. As acting master of the tribunal and elder of the Nerazim Council, I shall present the judgment. We have decreed that we find these individuals guilty of murder and treason against our people. The tribunal has spoken. According to our most ancient traditions, you shall be subject to Zeratul, an unidentified Terran force of substantial size has been observed in the canyons. They're attacking and destroying everything within their path. What? Terrans? On Shakuras? Impossible! How? Zeratul, we must gather our defenses and target these invaders. The Nerazim will have to remain in their cell while we deal with this unforeseen new threat. Executor Selendis, deploy your forces near our location. I do not know how these Terrans have found us, but we can't allow them to proceed. Drive them from Shakuras immediately. We've established a crude but effective defensive outpost just outside of the tribunal. Be warned, our carriers and arbiters cannot be warped to this location yet without a connection established to Telematros. There's no need. Zeratul, your rescue of my battered form from the cold, dark stasis cell has gladdened my heart and rejuvenated my warrior spirit. This new body shall serve as the destruction to my enemies. Executor, shall we move to find this pitiful Terran force in the canyons? Commence the attack. Beware, the Terrans are attacking the containment cell. Get 'em, Dragoons. Get 'em, other Dragoon. There you go. Uh-oh. The cell has been destroyed. Retreat for cover. Come, Zeratul, face your death. You will die by the hands of a Nerazim. What better glory is there? Your victory is not assured yet. Kos Naradak. Ah, retrieve me, now! Zeratul, are you injured? I'm fine, but Urazaj and the prisoners have escaped by human intervention. I do not know why, but for now I will hide amongst the shadows and attempt to sabotage their defenses. You must hold the Terrans at bay until I can rejoin you. We shall, Zeratul. May Adun bring your arrival back swiftly so that we may return their acts in full. Okay. Got a 400 cap on experience. While Eridus' base cannot be controlled yet, you have access to Eridus himself for defense. Although it pains me to watch my brethren die in battle, I cannot help them at the moment. I must stay hidden while they pass. Okay, we got a Dark Shrine. We've got Eridus back here, who's got... Okay, free barrier. Shadow Cannon. Zeratul, I'll depart for Telematros to bring word of this attack to the Matriarch and request heavy fleet reinforcements. May the Void protect you. Okay, get out of there. I do have a blink. The Void gives me power to attack these Terrans without being seen. I should be aware of their detectors, however. Perhaps there's a gap in their defenses I can exploit. Oh, hang on. Again, we're getting some free hits in here. Look at how low these guys are. Then we just blink out. Oh, that is a science vessel. Hold position here. I'm going back in. You know you boys. I understand I'm supposed to go to the left, okay? Don't speak to me about it. I know. I mean, they're just going to scan me again, right? Well, get Eridus up to the front. All those Marines are really, really low. It's tempting. They're all real juicy. Okay, fine. Let's go. So we're looking for 4 artifacts. Let's blink on top. And we want as much XP as we can hold. What the hell's going on? You're being murdered. That's what's going on. Get out of there. We can handle 1 fire bat. Good work. So it looks... I was going to say, I think it seems like the detection responds specifically. Did y'all just hear something? I mean, they can see me directly at this point. Without taking any health damage. That is fine. Don't worry about it. Ow. Okay, maybe worry about it a little. Are these guys ever going to make it down to us? Okay, I got to focus on defending against this as well when the time is right. We got to get Zeratul here. And we got to look for... We got to look for artifacts, and as we've seen in the past, those could be anywhere. I'm getting like there's like things in the fog here. I don't know what those are. Okay, maybe I should focus on this for a moment. Use the shadow cannon on a tank. Oh, yeah. It's just that easy. Okay, so they're fine. We could probably push out with Eridus to, like, get to Zeratul. Oh, okay, well. So let's head... Maybe this is sort of... These white dots on the minimap might be sort of giving me the path. They're sort of telling me which direction to go. So I burned my Dark Shrine, but that's fine because there's one in our main base too. The Dark Shrine thing is a nice mechanic. It's a nice little mechanic to make sure you don't get totally boned. I should be able to use the shadows to walk beyond these cliffs to the Terran machine and dispatch it quickly. Right, that's because we've got that. How dare you? We have no recourse for science vessels right now. We got Void Prison for leveling up. Stun a single unit for a long period of time. That's fine, and let's go ahead and hit this. These relays direct underground pylon energy to power structures in the area. If I attempt to overload them, I can cause an energy surge, destroying the Terrans nearby.
So be it.
I would certainly like to do that. Cool. Let's get down there. Again, we're trying to get back to Eridus. Is this bridge... Couldn't I just walk there this way at this point? Let's go at least look. Does this work on buildings? Ground or air enemy, so no. No, it does. Okay, there's double detection there. I don't think we can just run through that, especially without the Dark Shrine active. So let's keep going up. There's a way over here, it looks like, that we could go. And I don't know what, again, what these little closed archive doors are. So let's just go ahead and go.
I do this for
Free XP. If we see a science vessel, we just gotta make sure we stun it as fast as possible.
I do this for
Or it can be hidden just out of sight. That's fine too. Alright, we're not gonna go that way. That looks like a base. Let's try this. Quick save. This is an interesting opening segment. But again, I don't know where I'm going. And I don't look forward to having to find all the artifacts. Get out of there. Well, we killed the tank. Again, I think that these ways are, like, closed off to us. We could be really delicate and make it happen, but I don't think that that's how we're supposed to. I don't think that's the intended way to do this. I think we're supposed to sneak around the top. And, of course, they're going to rebuild literally everything. But we can get to our XP cap pretty fast. We're level 4.
So be it.
I don't understand. I don't understand. There's a way around, right? But it's unclear where. We have to find a way that we can get through reasonably. That's just layered with detection. There's really no helpful tips on, you know... I feel like these sections should just be revealed to us, at least until we get through this section, and then you could turn it back to Fog of War. Might be a helpful means here, because at a certain point, like there, I started going in, and I'm like, okay, maybe we just have to get past the one detector, and then it was like, oh, there's 4 to 5 more in a line past this one. You're not getting through, Jay Burrito. Okay, but that's fine. Let's go ahead and do this. And this way... Was this way closed to us? I didn't think this way was completely closed. It was just... There's a detector somewhere.
I do this for ire.
Your allies are in battle.
Well, there's a detector. This crevice is deep, yet I should be able to bypass this to reach the next tower. Do it. Okay, I'm pretty sure I'm going the right way now. I can sense Terrans have placed underground mines in the area that can detect me through the shadows. I should be wary. So here's what we do. We go in. We blink. Oh, they followed me the whole way. What? Okay, I can be wary, but, like... I guess he can just one-shot him, right? Okay. I could upgrade Nerazim Cloak again. Zeratul gains bonus shield and health regen when not detected. I kind of like the sound of that, but honestly, I don't think it's necessary. Reduces ability cooldown for Void Prison by 50%. Honestly, I think we're going to go Temporal Aura. I don't think the mastery level of Nerazim Cloak is... I mean, it actually would be good at this moment, to be honest. And, you know, the 0 to 10% bonus is great, but 10 to 15 is, you know, not quite as good. Let's just go ahead and get this fully leveled up. Now his cloaking is especially good. Another relay. Perhaps if I only... And then that blows all this up. That's pretty cool. There's Kadaran monoliths just hanging out on these towers up here. I figure I'll just check up here, but this doesn't seem right.
I do this for ire.
But we're constantly looking for artifacts, right? So I'm okay doing some weird pathing to see where this might take us.
It will be done. I do this for ire.
Okay, that was a diversion, but that was fine. So now we can just walk through this base, and we got rid of that base, which means it's... Oh, okay. Now we can just walk through this base, which is a big deal as well. So that seems like it's a big part of this, is just finding the beacons and the towers. And again, there's more artifacts to find. I think every 3 artifacts, we get the ability to level up one of his things.
It will be done.
And again, we'll get to that 400 cap. I'm gonna guess we're gonna have to get back to the main base, and when we do, we'll have to go and kill Orange. But that base looks kind of juicy, so hopefully. Let's go over there. Oh yeah.
Do this for ire.
See, the fact that he can blink means they could be like anywhere. So there's only 2 left, but I'm concerned that I'm going to end up in circumstances where you know what I mean? It's going to be...
So be it.
Oh, okay. That's great. And we got another Dark Shrine over here, which we could certainly use. Let's hit that. Just go for it.
It will be done.
I mean, I could destroy this whole base. As long as they're attacking with infantry and it appears that my ally is rebuilding. Oh, they're sending out attacks too. That's cool. We're gonna get the 400 easy, I think. Now, I don't know if, again, just killing these guys is necessary. It's mostly just so that they're probably going to rebuild. That Terran vessel can detect me, even from the shadows. I should be able to imprison it with the void to contain it, etc., etc. Yeah. I got you. There we go. Then hit the tower real quick. Overloading pylon cluster now.
It will be done.
Pew pew! You know what? This is actually reminiscent of, this is kind of neat, because it's reminiscent of, the mission where you play as Terran and you're overloading the Telematros pylon clusters. That's pretty clever, actually. I'm just destroying this stuff because I feel like if the goal is going to be to kill all the Terran, we might as well clean up their production now. They're going to get upgrades one way or another, I suspect. Let's go up and around. Yo! Reduces cooldown by 50%. I mean, reducing the cooldown on these abilities doesn't seem super necessary, except on a mission like this one. So I'm going to upgrade... Choose a plot arc after mission 3 to determine which abilities you will learn. Okay, so that's not going to happen for a while. Let's go Temporal Aura. Well, I'm glad we found them all in the first part of the map, because I feel like that would be a pain later. You piece of crap. Okay, quick save. I think I need to wait for Void Prison and blink down and then immediately imprison it. And then we can destroy the tank and the bunkers. Okay, can't quite hit it, so we gotta do this and this.
I do this for ire.
And there's an expansion up here. So that's quite handy. I think we can just tank these dudes. We got Spectral Sight. Well, give me a moment. I just keep killing these dudes that are out here. I don't know if they must have barracks elsewhere. Maybe in here. Or there might be another thing to overload. I want to kill this barracks. Here, let's just do this again. So that they stop reinforcing these little areas. Alright, and I guess fine, destroy this as well. You earned it, buddy. Man, it's a relief to have gotten all the artifacts already. Now I know I don't really have to worry about that later. And we've basically wiped out all of Brown. We know that there's maybe a couple Marines kind of hanging out up there, so we'll be aware of that in the future. I see, so we... This is earlier where that pre-play stuff was, but now it's gone. I would feel good if I just got him straight up to the 400 right now, so let's do that. Eridos continues to be perfectly fine. We have a Dark Shrine active. We're about to get the 400 cap. Last time it was... yeah, see, now it's saying 402. So I think it says 400 cap, but that's not actually true. It's going to let me keep going to something else. I don't know what. There might be one more thing to overload for that, that set of defenses there, or maybe not. It's possible that that's just going to stay.
It will be done.
We have found a bunch of... I wonder if there's other pylon clusters. That would be cool if there was another one, but I don't know where it would be. And there's these monoliths on the high ground as well. If there was a beacon to destroy that, I don't know where it is. Let's go ahead and just kick this off. Because one thing I was wondering is I wonder if you found all the beacons and you destroy each section of the base, maybe there's a possibility that then all the monoliths would come online. That would be a really cool thing, because they're everywhere. Zeratul, you've returned safely, and for this I am glad. Together we can crush these meager humans from our new homeland. The humans have overwhelmed this area with such speed and precision, and they seem to target our prisoners first. Almost as if... We shall discuss the aftermath of our battle after it has been won. Now we must fight. I've gathered our supplies and are ready to join you in battle. Indeed. Executor Solendus, prepare our forces in this region. We shall move out against the Terrans. By your command, Zeratul, our probes have revealed you have already crippled many of their defenses before your return here. We shall make short work of them now. All right. Destroy the Terran stuff. Let's just go ahead and get some upgrades. Got different skins for our Nerazim folks. No High Templar appear to be available. Here's Eridos's and Urazage's. Here, you can pause and read Eridos's now. Here's some time for you to pause, read Urazage's now if you're interested in all that hot lore, as I know you all are. Let's get building. A Corsair! Finally. Just what I wanted. Dark Templar have been made aware by your brethren of these impressive defensive towers your people have handcrafted throughout these canyons. However, they cannot be activated with pylon energy. I nearly forgot the monoliths still stood, as they were hand-constructed using an underground energy matrix from Telemachos. They are incompatible with pylons. Their power matrix must have been damaged during the Terran attack. Though their firing mechanism... stuff's happening. It's hard for me to read all this. That would give us a strong... Just turn on the towers. Okay, that's what he's saying. Don't have the attacks start this early if you're spewing exposition at me about a bonus objective. Just have a bonus objective pop up and tell me what I need to do. Restore the power matrix. Got one more pylon there. Power restored, 6 remaining. Is it these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now there's 7. Okay, I'm just gonna get 2 more forges and we're going crazy. We're getting crazy wild with the upgrades, okay? I love getting upgrades early on these macro missions.
Upgrade complete.
Let's go ahead and just sit our units out here. They're going to be fine, maybe. They'll be fine. I don't want units spawning and getting stuck, so let's be a little careful with how we place this stuff.
Upgrade complete.
And I'm thinking perhaps we're going to want to go ahead and just snag this. This is only minerals, but that's fine because spamming... You know what? Let's go all the way up here. I think this is absolutely worth taking. Unless they, they might have some dudes up there, but we'll see. I also don't know if that'll make that expansion primed for getting attacked.
Your orders, Templar.
Ready for battle. Excellent.
You at rest.
Go ahead. Okay, poor Zeratul is confused. Okay, the enemy attacks are now going to be larger than they were, it would seem. And you know what? Come on down here and take this too. Make yourself a pylon here, I guess. And then let's come on down and take this as well, because it does not hurt. It looks like our full tech tree should be available to us, if we would like it.
Your orders, Templar.
And I'm thinking we just have to take Zeratul and go to each. We just have to go to each of these. Let's just see what happens.
Hard last.
Yeah, now it's 5 remaining, so we'll just... I'm just gonna right-click him to each one, unless there's a specific order that it needs to happen. Oh, that's a Dark Shrine. Okay, so I can see where each of them are, and I think Brown is gone off the map. So let's try and get these things activated. It seems like it'll be fun. There.
My life for ire.
Okay. W and S.
I face a new trial.
Oh! Okay, Brown is definitely not out. But that's okay.
Be done.
So we have a Brown rallying point up top.
I do this for ire. My life for ire.
Which means that this base is not safe.
My enemies close in. You address me.
Didn't quite catch what that was.
So be it.
There's only one left. Let's just see if we can snag this quick.
Entaro adu.
There it is. Zeratul, the time has come. Shall we power on these defensive towers or upgrade our shield batteries? Be warned, these towers are aging. We cannot build more until our phase-smiths incorporate their design into the Psi Matrix. But we can build more shield batteries now. The choice is yours, however.
I do this for ire.
Power towers. Okay, so... is this something that's going to be later on in the campaign? Like, you can build Kadaran monoliths or you get better shield batteries? And if the shield batteries... when they say upgrade them, I assume that means that they can heal our cannons as well. The alternative is monoliths, which are typically a major issue when it comes to space. I love the idea of powering the towers. I'm going to be honest. If I can make Kadaran monoliths in the future, that's fine. Though the upgraded shield batteries, being able to probably, I'm going to guess, heal buildings would be good. Ah, man. Powering the towers would make them all come online and protect us through this mission as well. And it just seems like it would be cooler. That's all. So let's grab the Kadaran monolith.
I stand
Tell the Kalai phase-smiths to begin retrofitting their power matrix to accept pylon energy to be used on off Shakuras later. So we chose the Kadaran monolith. Maybe that was a mistake? We can't build more this mission, but I don't think we need more because we have them all throughout the canyon, and until they start bringing air units, we shouldn't need them. I realize I have made this harder for myself. I mean, I think that the shield batteries in the long term probably would have been a better choice, honestly. But, c'est la vie. Okay, we're getting upgrades there. We already have a Templar archive. I've been getting a lot of zealots. Might as well start air upgrades. We do have an active... what's it called? Kadaran, Dark Shrine, that's what I'm thinking of. Let's just go ahead and... I'm going to get a little pylon farm here, and then I'm going to build a bunch of extra gateways, and we can move out from this direction. Red's going to make their way around there. It does... if we just don't interfere with their incoming attacks, then actually we can just sort of hang out. Oh, the monoliths will protect us too. They're a little wacky, but yeah, let's just go ahead and do this. And we can build a little defense over here too. We'll build a cluster of more gateways there. I thought these were supposed to be invulnerable, but that's okay. Let's get Zeratul up here to help. We're getting a bunch of extra gas from this direction, which is great. The monoliths are not going to be super helpful, it would seem. I wonder what the upgraded shield battery would have done. If it was, like, better energy regeneration... I don't know. I mean, shield batteries as they are fine. The only difference that would have made them better is if they would heal shields also.
I do this.
Okay, I think it's going to say level cap reached every single time. So remember, he gets better energy regen, or better shield regen when he's not detected. Okay, this is decently defended, and I'll throw in a few shield batteries. Yeah, okay, I think I made the right choice. Like, if I really want to... if I really wanted to use the shield batteries, I just don't... Like, normal shield batteries are fine versus getting an entirely new, good defensive structure, you know? Okay, we're waiting for +2. Stockpiling gas is fine with me. It says target unit or structure, but I don't think it's... I don't think that actually... It's just a tooltip that wasn't changed. That's fine. Okay, so... Let's go +2. It's WAS, not GAS. That's a habit. I need a fleet bacon. Let's go ahead and just get some more buildings up here. And I'm trying to be really cognizant of building things in places such that my units that are coming out won't get stuck. Let's get 2 Stargates. And Ghosts actually make Zealots way better. Reason being is you don't have to worry about lockdown. It's really irritating. So we won't have to worry about that. Let's go ahead and get an observatory, which requires a robotics facility up here. This is the only thing about Protoss tech that I find really annoying is you always have to go robo. You always have to go robo because you have to make sure that you can detect. Oh, and then he got this. What is this? While cloaked, Zeratul is granted increased sight range and the ability to detect cloaked or burrowed units. With both bonuses are lost when he's being attacked. Gotcha. Okay. 420 Blazed is the actual level cap, it would seem. Or XP cap, rather. Okay, that's all good. Let's just go ahead and F2 our way. Yeah, they're going to come across the same bridge and get toasted. Okay, 420 is the actual level cap, just to be clear. And because we're going to be up against the... I was going to say the UED. That's not what this faction is. But because we're going to be up against... just Terran in general, again, they can be really, really annoying with lockdown and scans. So I think we're probably just going to leave Zeratul at home. Though he does, I mean, we got to go and activate this Dark Shrine. And then if we burn the Dark Shrine, then we got to back up. Let's do that. Let's put it that way.
Upgrade complete.
Okay, give me that fleet beacon. That's in a vulnerable position. That's not a good spot for it. Let's get it there. We cannot make... we can't make carriers, but let me tell you something. Scouts, considering resources really isn't an issue here, scouts aren't bad. They're not bad. Oh, poor Eridos can't be... I guess we're going to leave him at home, too. Oh, my God. His walking animation is just real sad. He's like he's moonwalking. Okay, Eridos and Zeratul, I'm just going to leave at home, and we're just going to attack with our army when the time comes. Okay, start making me some Dragoons, and then a big old round of Zealots. The upgrade is complete. We can't get +3. That's kind of anticipated at this point, as usual. Let's go ahead and level up our air units. I spent a lot of minerals to queue up a bunch of scouts. Scouts are, like, surprisingly beefy, and we can use them to snipe the inevitable battle cruisers as well. Granted, Dragoons are just fine at that, too. Let's go ahead and get some observers. I like getting, like, a big old group of them and then hotkeying them, because otherwise they just... It's no good. We discovered in well, I say we, I mean Grant discovered in Grant's playthrough of Mass Recall that the Corsair attack is kind of busted, and it's sort of revealed the issue with the attack upgrades. Apparently, like, how the values for attack upgrades are applied is opposite. It's like the armored tag is, whether it's like the size tag is applied first and then the +1, 2, 3, or if it's the +1, 2, 3 and then the size tag. The order of that actually matters, which is interesting. Okay, and then these, let's just go ahead and get some Archons. Eight Archons, that sounds good, doesn't it? Sounds like a large amount. Okay, we're waiting for these upgrades. Those are all done. Robo Support Bay, I don't actually think we need. Again, between just normal cannons and Zeratul Eridos, I don't think we're going to need extra defense at home.
Upgrade complete.
We just gotta wait for all this stuff to build, and we gotta be ready to reinforce. And then I guess we can go for orange first. And is this... I can't... Yeah, this... I can see one unit right there. It looks like brown is in the upper left, and orange is just straight east. So the Nerazim actual Archons apparently are, like, gold. They're just straight up gold. You know, I thought I would regret my choice. I was really concerned I was going to end up regretting my choice regarding the shield batteries, but no, I am actually now 100% confident I did the right thing. Like, without a doubt. Just keep getting Zealots. Surprisingly, Mass Zealots works really, really well versus Terran. I think better than Zerg. Because Terran... If you can get on top of the siege tanks and they can't be locked down, I guess they can be irradiated, but otherwise, like, I think they're actually quite good. So we could just keep these units sitting. The shield batteries heal at such a ridiculous rate as well in the original StarCraft. That 3-for-1 is not, that's not accurate. It's super fast. Well, I guess the how much per energy isn't important when it comes to the speed, but I just want to point out that it's really good. Okay. More Archons. We're just about maxed out. Let's go ahead and get this show on the road. Okay. It is tempting to just F2. But we have like an actual army here. Let's not throw it away. Dude, this amount of Archons is cracked. It's going to be great. Okay, here we go. I built a lot of scouts. And the thing with scouts is they're super beefy. They survive for a really long time. This is just straight copium. I think you all know. Okay, so let's go. Just bring everybody, and I'm expecting, again, we're going to want to be rallying forward, because the amount of stuff you need in order to actually get through these areas is pretty astronomical. That's you probably want to stay together, though. And see how there's crap just, like, nestled up in these areas? Like, it really makes it feel like the design of these bases is a real dick move. But we got rid of those high ground things. We're gonna focus down this, we're gonna focus down the battle cruiser. Now, keep in mind they're gonna rebuild everything pretty fast. At a rate you've never seen before. Okay, so we're gonna rally here. We're gonna make more scouts. I'm never gonna make Reavers. Don't speak to me about Reavers. And we just gotta wait for all of our units to get up there. More Dragoons, and I made Observers. There they are. Let's go ahead and hotkey those and just bring them with us, but they're hotkeyed so when I send all my units in, we can be able to pull them back. One of my Archons survived. Oh, okay, well. Okay, you guys back up. We'll deal with this with our heroes and these reinforcements. Get zapped. Get zapped. Okay, let's go. Shadow cannon one of these. This is why we didn't bring Zeratul. I mean, I guess we could have brought him. It wouldn't have been that big of... Oh! Hey, look at that. We got them all to pop a flippin'... to pop their stims all at the same time. Now, that amount of fire bats is certainly a little scary. That's going to burst through my zealots pretty fast. Just keep those reinforcements coming. They just attacked us, so we should have an opportunity to get in here. Again, 3 barracks and all those factories in the back. Like, you need to be able to push through and just blast through. I got pretty focused on getting rid of this stuff on the high ground. And by extension, I wasn't watching my units getting stuck in the sandbags. But, you know, that's how it goes. Should I even get even more gateways at this point? Just wait for those dudes to get up to the front. I love... Poor Eridos, man. His walking animation is just so busted. Poor guy. You know what? Bring the Corsairs. I'm not going to use them for anything else anyway, so they can fly into turrets and die, or... that's really their only option, to be honest. They're going to fly into turrets and die. We're almost maxed out again. New Archons. I like how they're golden when they're morphing, but then they're green. Okay, looks like an attack coming just at this moment. Let's wipe this out and then just blast right into their base. Bring the observers.
Ready for battle.
Awaiting command.
Not that the wraiths... I mean, they just peck away at you. That's just free damage they're getting that you don't need to suffer. Don't irradiate me, bro. Okay, get in there. And you see the bases, they just go back and back and back and back and back. So the best thing that we can do is try and snipe these things, bring in more units. This is silly. This is a tad silly, I think. The amount of stuff in these bases is silly, right? It's not just me who would say such a thing. Many people are saying this. Okay, we got rid of the barracks. We got to get back on top of these tanks. Okay. Keep it up, keep it up. Dude, the Corsairs lived. Okay, we managed to break through. The amount needed to get into these bases is, again, I was going to say verging on absurd, but it is actually absurd just because the amount of tanks spammed in these bases is too much. It's too damn high. But now that we got these factories, I would say we've broken through the primary stronghold of Orange. I'm sending in new Zealots and new Dragoons, new Scouts. I'm not sure if this would have been easier coming from the top. The issue is if we were coming from the top, we would have had to deal with all of the reinforcements. Okay, no more covert ops. Because there were, what, 6 production structures down here? That's a lot to deal with. Let's go ahead and upgrade observer speed as well. Because we would have been pushing up into this base, and they would have been reinforcing so fast based on, again, all of their production down here. Just a crazy, crazy amount.
I stand ready.
Okay, let's move all of you up here. Looks like this is where their starports are. Spammed mines, spammed siege tanks. This was similar to the end of the Terran campaign. I think that the defenses in these bases is too much. I was gonna say like needs a rework, needs looked at, but like this is it's almost definitely not gonna get revisited. So I'm not gonna say that. Okay. More scouts. Bring them up. This is the kind of macro that we needed, though. We're basically in Brown's base now. Let's go ahead and go. The mines. Especially on missions where it's like, Zeratul must survive. Like, thank goodness, though, there's at the very least, thank goodness, there's the Dark Shrine mechanic. I feel like that was a well-placed new mechanic, for sure. Oh, too bad. Okay, that's fine. We're basically going for the win now. We just gotta cram ourselves into these bases. Get rid of their physics lab, please. Stop diving so deep. The only thing with Zealots is they're gonna end up diving in real deep like that. Now, the only saving grace is I don't think that these Terran bases are gonna rebuild bunkers. And if they did, they wouldn't be able to reload them because they're stupid. They're real dumb. Okay, just back up for now. More scouts. We're mining out the map at this point. I'm doing what I gotta do. I'm a little concerned as we move further and further into this campaign that these missions are so poorly tested that I'm not super certain that they're like 100% beatable. Especially, well, okay, they are rebuilding the physics lab. I have to take. You know what? This would probably be safer to take. So let's get down there. And then let's quick save and try and just bomb into this. It might not be enough based on what we've seen so far. But, again, it is what it is. Like, I wonder how much supply I've lost to mines. Because it feels like there's dozens in these bases. Get in there. Okay, getting rid of the static stuff. Basically just trying to right-click production structures at this point. Dive the tank. Oh my god! This is insufferable. Oh man. Okay, bring everybody except Eridos and Zeratul, of course. We're gonna have to move all of our probes down here, and it's just rebuilding everything. We have to do just keep doing this until we can break through. But they can rebuild everything. Let me stress, they can rebuild everything. So I'm just gonna make a cut until my army's back. There's really nothing to see. Okay, we're rallying up new stuff. I'm going to try and go in again. I hope they don't replace the spider mines at the very least. All the pre-play stuff is okay, but it's the mines, man. Those are rough. At a certain point, I guess we really need to consider... At a certain point, we really need to consider... what am I thinking? Oh, spellcasters. I feel like that would make a big difference at a certain point. I hear more mines. I feel like we've sort of broken through. You guys just focus on that. This is their main production area. We need you up here hitting this tank. Okay, good work. Split the observers. Okay. What is that? Oh, an academy. Okay, that's fine. I think we're in. Go ahead and bring these reinforcements in. Destroy Terran command centers. I guess what I should have probably done was consider like a stealth approach. I wonder if we could have just used Zeratul. And, I mean, no, definitely not, because there's detectors and they could just scan us. But I wonder if we could just build scouts and snipe them, in retrospect. Because the amount of, just the sheer amount of defense in these bases was absurd. The cowardice Terrans have fled or have been destroyed. Victory is ours this day. Yes, however, I'm still uneased on who they are or how they came to be on Shakuras. We must... Zeratul, there's a final large Terran fleet approaching your location. You'll be overrun in a matter of moments. You gotta stop... Okay, there we go. I was gonna say, you gotta stop part of the music to start the new stuff. By order of Commander Shezar, you Protoss are to cease your attack and surrender any of your forces in this region. I'm afraid of that order. All Protoss vessels prepare to target the Terrans. Open fire! Open fire, you imbeciles! Where did Shezar get Valkyries? This is nonsense. Use your shadow cannon, Eridas. Mohandar, my thanks goes to you for your timely arrival. The Terrans are fleeing Shakuras, yet Urozaj and the remaining prisoners have escaped. In addition, we have learned that before their departure, they stole a number of ancient Kadaran crystals from the canyons. Stolen crystals? What could they be doing? Zeratul, let us return to the Council to recover our wounded while our sensors determine their location. Do not worry, they cannot go far with the unique energy signatures emanating from the crystals. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm willing to go one, maybe two more missions on hard difficulty, and if one or both of them are the same in terms of spammed enemy defense, in order to break an enemy base, it requires a fully maxed out army with spammed reinforcements, similar to something like Legends of Arcane. Legends of Arcane has earned my respect. This campaign is fine, but is not at the point where I want to spend an extra 20 minutes on a mission because I have to break through rebuilt defenses that require a full army every time. Obviously, the main thing I'm doing differently is I don't have spellcasters. If I were to bring in some High Templar to Storm, I think that this would be a lot better. So it's kind of my own fault. But I don't know if it would have made that much of a difference. I think that regardless of my actions as a player, I think that the base defenses in general are they're just annoying. It's too much. So I think there's a decent chance I might go ahead and bump it down again. I'll give this a couple more attempts. I think maybe this mission was designed to do like stealthy attacks on the command centers. I think that probably was the right answer, and I wasn't observant enough to notice early enough. Destroy both command centers within 15 minutes on hard difficulty. Yeah, there's speed strats here. So that's why I'm thinking maybe not every base is going to be like that, and this was not supposed to be brute forced, but I brute forced it. C'est la vie. It was fun. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.